Mackie. Don't give up. You gotta keep pushing.
We're Sid and Mackie, and we're professional mountain bikers on a quest to race the best and most challenging mountain bike races around the world. Today, we're heading to El Paso, Texas to kick off our 2024 with a very unique race, the El Paso Puzzler 50 miler. Pretty excited to go to El Paso and ride 50 miles of really rocky, hard trails after not riding trails for a while, so this is gonna be interesting. We love this race. Not only is it almost entirely single track, it's pretty challenging. Between lots of rocks, cliff edges, and generally hostile plant life, you need to be focused for 50 whole miles. Woo. Last year, we just about got blown off the mountain. So we're pretty excited to be back to give it a go in better weather. And we'll be joined by my parents, who will be racing the 35 and 15 mile version of the Puzzler.
That's the longest 35 miles I've ever ridden in my life, except for like maybe last year.
Okay, let's start 2024 with a bang.
Go!
We're going to El Paso. Very excited because it is 9 degrees here this morning. Lots of snow. We definitely have not ridden trails in quite some time, so pretty excited to go to El Paso and ride 50 miles of really rocky, hard trails after not riding trails for a while. So that's gonna be interesting. Look for train at crossing. Found it.
Found it. And another one.
Wow, our
Dang.
lucky day. You think they planned this?
I don't know. It's not. That is a great coincidence.
Since we are driving today, which is the day before the race, we are doing our hydration protocol, which means we drink a bottle or like half to 3/4 of a bottle every hour, and every other one of those has electrolytes in it. It's kind of inconvenient to do this on a driving day because it means we have to stop to pee like constantly. Especially now that I know how salty of a sweater I am. If you haven't watched that video, you should really check it out because it's super interesting. Tomorrow's definitely gonna be interesting because it's gonna be warmer than it has been, but like not hot.
Not warm.
It's gonna be like 38 degrees at the start, so there is that. If you want to check out these scratch products that we'll be using this weekend and throughout the season, you can go to shop.scratch.com/SidMackey. And there's a code.
For 20% off.
For 20% off.
But only on your first order.
But only on your first order. And it is
Yes.
Sid and Mackie. It's hard to find. We don't get a welcome to Texas, apparently. I just filmed that whole thing so that Google would say welcome to Texas, but she didn't say it. For what it's worth, we just crossed into Texas. We were promised no wind. Actually, that's not true. We were not promised anything, but everyone said there was going to be less wind than last year. Last year there was an extreme amount of wind. Just gonna say it's pretty windy, so we're going to go do our pre-ride and then eat some dinner and check into our hotel because last year when we did this race, we had the worst night of sleep we've ever had before a race, which is why we decided to get a hotel this year. Mackie's already looking sad.
No, just
No.
a little cold.
Yeah.
It's windy.
Windy, I
Yeah.
know.
Awesome. I know you're not. Yeah, one for you, man.
Thank you.
The forecast
I'm
is
11, I'm pretty sure.
For, right. The forecast is for a better day this year than last.
Then last year. All right, we'll take it.
Okay. Whew. We need to be walking out the store in 19 minutes, dressed, fed, ready to go.
Omniscient narrator. They did not leave in 19 minutes.
Instead, what followed was an hour of frantic chaos, so, you know, exactly what you'd expect from two people who have clearly never done a bike race before. However, all's well that ends well, and we did make it to the start line.
All right, guys, it's time. It's happening. We're removing knee warmers because it feels surprisingly warm, given that it's not actually that warm.
Did you feel exceptionally terrible on your warm-up?
I never went hard enough to feel exceptionally terrible because I didn't get any warm-up. This year's course is similar to last year, but in reverse, and we're not sure if that's going to make it easier or harder. It starts off with a 6-mile loop to spread out the field, then heads into the main loop, climbing over Northern Pass to the north side of the Franklin Mountains for a 10-mile section of faster, tamer trail, before climbing back over the mountains via Mundy's Gap. Then we'll pass through the venue at around 35 miles, which is the end of the race for the 35-mile racers, and head back out for an additional 15-mile loop, bringing our total to 50 miles with 5,800 feet of climbing.
15 seconds for the 50-miler. Go!
Everybody's starting like a bat out of hell, even though we have 50 miles to go. And we're gonna be doing it. Thank you. Yeah, Chris, go get him. Said I wasn't gonna go in the lead till after the start lap, and I went and did it. But I did a good job of pacing myself.
Go Mackie!
That's fun.
Go Sid! Woo!
So the section I was worried about, it's definitely hard. It's very relentless. The name of the game is definitely to stay on your bike and keep moving forward. And if you can't stay on your bike, keep moving forward. And if you can't keep moving forward, you'll fix whatever the problem is and start moving again. Because you cannot waste time feeling sorry for yourself. Because I'm recording the part that actually isn't that bad. Sort of, it was bad earlier. That's kind of bad. Now we got this. Good job, Sid.
Sneak back in here.
Efficiently, get back on the bike. You're doing great, you're doing great.
This is, well, I think the top of the Northern Passage. Nope, I'm wrong.
Oh, we needed that little descent. A lot better about life.
All right, now we're actually at the top of Northwest or Northern Passage. And going the other direction on this was unrideable. So it'll be interesting to see if it's rideable downhill or not. Whoa! Whoa! That's a dead javelina. That's wild. Woo! Pretty darn cool. And it's been fairly rideable so far with the occasional foot out here and there.
We are approaching the part that I believe I had to walk down the first part of this descent because the wind was blowing so much I could not get back on my bike. I don't think I can even get on here. Somehow that climb was still better than going down it in the wind last year. Go figure. It's also earlier in the race, so there's time to feel terrible yet. So far, I'm fine. I'm gonna pick my way down this descent because it's really awkward. Oh God! Did Mackie hit that? I hope whoever hit that thing is okay. Holy that was a dead javelina.
Dead pig. Wow. Somebody hit it? Holy crap. Mackie, did you run over that?
So what did you think when you saw that javelina at the top?
My first thought was Mackie ran it over.
This blue bag right here. Thanks guys, I appreciate it.
Am I hallucinating? I think I must be hallucinating. Did it just die there? Or did somebody hit it? Oh, the trail's down there. Okay. tricky, man. That would have been much better.
Did I miss a turn? Maybe I missed a turn.
Alright, we've gone to the first aid station, which means we're about, I don't know, 17 miles in and one solid climb in there. Trying to catch up to my buddy, Chris. If you remember, this is a bit deja vu. I was catching up to him at the spot here last year. I'm still reeling about the dead javelina.
Just went through aid 2, and unfortunately, I missed the drop bags.
I think hitting a javelina wouldn't kill it, to be honest. What are the chances it dropped dead right there?
I had to turn around. So, Timon caught me again. Now I gotta go chase him down again.
He's gonna feel really sad if he killed the javelina.
But we've got an 1,100-foot climb up that, which is Mundy's Gap.
Maybe it just died of old age, right there.
But I have to say, the lack of wind this year is really nice. Got this. Reeling in. Nice and steady.
All right, we're starting the big climb. 1,400 feet in 4 miles. It's seen worse. Still got Chris out there like a mirage, man. I'll catch up a little bit and then I'll just disappear. It's good because otherwise, completely alone out here. It's a little lonely actually. Look behind me, there's nobody. It's good to keep in a position, but hard on the motivation for sure.
Good luck.
Thanks.
Oh yeah, Mackey, you got it.
Thanks, guys.
Went to the radio station, held the filament like you told old leaders. But they have my bottle ready and everything, so this is the 1.25 mile of pavement. Actually pretty happy that this year we're going up it. I lost Chris by stopping and getting a bottle, but hopefully he'll pay for that later.
the leg crampy. Come on, legs. It's a little too early for that. Nothing like a hard climb followed by a fast descent and then back into more climbing to trigger the cramps.
I want to take a second here to talk about cramping. In general, cramping is caused by overdoing it, which, considering this was the first race of the year, it was January, and it was 50 miles with almost 6,000 feet of climbing, well, I was probably overdoing it. Being dehydrated or underfueled exacerbates this problem by speeding up the point at which you'll start cramping, but seeing as I was about 3 hours in and had already drunk 3 bottles of Scratch Super High Carb, I was plenty fueled and hydrated, so I can't really blame it on that. Basically, I just went a bit too hard and my body said, nope, that's too much.
Oh, I remember this section. It's rough on the legs. I think it's a little earlier this year than last, which is good, but still.
We're just gonna go for a fishing hike bike.
You'll get them.
I'm good, thanks.
Okay, let's go.
Oh man, he's gonna be hard to catch. He's got a pretty good gap on me. Come on, Mackie, don't give up. Okay, this is the last climb. I've done about 150 of the 550 feet. And my legs pretty much feel like I'm riding through molasses.
Hi, back. Thank you. Thank you.
I guess time cameraman was holding out on me, going back and forth, because man, he just took off. Just got to make it through the next 2.5 mile climb. I know this is more than we've done in a while. You just got to finish it off. Almost done with the climb. I felt like it went on forever. Okay, I think we're descending to the finish more or less.
Shortly after this clip, my GoPro battery died, and unfortunately, when I went to swap the battery at the 35-mile aid station, well, this happened.
It's flat now. You gonna give me something?
I guess this, because I just broke it.
Well, I broke this one, so we're even, Steven. Oh, good.
Oh, the cramps are back with a vengeance.
Good job, good job.
Oh man, I haven't been so happy to see a finish line in a long time. Take a second to collect yourself, Mackie. Man, that was hard.
Was it harder this year or last year?
It was harder this year. I mean, it was harder for me this year.
Okay, first race of 2024. We got lucky in that it was not nearly as windy as last year. I was like, wow, this is great, it's not windy. And then we came over the pass, Mundy's Pass, back onto the side that we started on, and it was pretty windy, but not nearly as windy as last year, so that was great. I ended up second, which is awesome. I obviously was hoping to defend my #1 plate, but I just, I didn't have it. Timon rode super strong. We kind of were going back and forth for most of the race, and then he put in a big effort after the 35-mile loop before we went out for the last 15 miles. I was like, I'm not going to worry, I'm going to let him go. And I let him go, and I could just never reel him back in. Yeah, it was hard. But now just waiting to see how Sid goes. So we'll have to go check in on her. Oh no!
Sorry, coming in.
He was behind me. But yeah, Timon was really low.
Dang, that was fast!
Much faster than last year, for sure.
Whoa, 30 minutes faster?
Yeah,
That's
I think the
huge.
course was faster.
Not for me, it wasn't. Yeah, Jim! Woo woo! Nice job! Congrats!
Burritos, we got salsa, we got French fries, the
Excellent.
classic burrito accompaniment. Oh my god.
How you doing?
I hurt.
Yeah.
Things hurt. I'm very pleased though.
I mean, you went 35 minutes faster than last year.
I really do think the course was faster, but yeah.
Well, that means I went slower this year, which is possible. Good freaking job.
I'm very happy, especially now that I have potatoes. Overall, it really felt good. I definitely had some back pain that I didn't love. Kind of knew going into this, since we haven't been riding a lot of trails, I kind of just mentally prepared myself that feet were gonna hurt, hands were gonna hurt, calves were gonna hurt, back was gonna hurt. And all that happened, but didn't really slow me down. You're just filming me so that you can eat more of the fries. How was your race?
It was exciting. It was brutal. That's the longest 35 miles I've ever ridden in my life, except for maybe last year. A series of downhill gravel chutes that were pretty exciting, and I rode them well, and I was excited about it. But like Tony said, there's only so fast you can go in that kind of situation before the outcome is very much in question.
The day after our race, we had the opportunity to hang out, meet some fans, and most importantly, cheer my mom on in the 15-mile race.
Yeah, man! Woo-wee! Nice job! Yeah!
Woo!
I felt great the whole time. And then that rocky thing I was worried about, I had so much fun. There was a man walking down, I just
At the end of the weekend, the whole fam ended up on the podium, and it was a great, if challenging, way to begin the 2024 season. We're excited to see how we can build on this fitness over the next few months. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next week.